The broadcast began with fire. The Empire's executioners dragged human prisoners onto the stage of a colossal arena orbiting the throne world. Shackled and bloodied soldiers, broken scientists, even children ripped from shattered colonies, all of them forced into the glare of lights, while billions of citizens across the galaxy tuned in to watch. The High Regent raised his arms, for talons gleaming under the artificial sun. His voice rolled across the crowd, amplified into every home, every station, every ship in the galaxy. Today, the last pests of Earth die before you. Their defiance ends, their legacy is erased, and the galaxy moves forward unchallenged. Watch and celebrate. The signal carried far, spilling into every system. The galaxy laughed, cheered, drank. Humanity's humiliation was broadcast as entertainment, but the galaxy didn't know the truth. Somewhere, hidden in the shadows of forgotten space, humans still lived. They watched too, not as broken slaves, but as exiles and warriors waiting for the moment that would ignite the flame. The Empire thought they were ending humanity. Instead, they had just written their own death sentence. Admiral Kalen Ward sat in the dark command deck of the Retribution, a warship blacker than void. His crew, descendants of exiled colonists and survivors who had slipped away during the fall of Earth, watched the broadcast in silence. The executioners raised their blades. A child screamed before the feed cut to the roar of the crowd. Kellen's voice was a whisper, but it carried like thunder. They broadcast our death. They made a spectacle. Now we will make them nightmare. Behind him, fleets stirred awake. Thousands of ships, each forged in hidden yards, each carrying weapons outlawed by every galactic code. Humanity had not disappeared, had sharpened itself in exile, forged a new kind of war. The broadcast of death had not ended humanity, it had resurrected it. The first strike was subtle. On a slave world, imperial overseers awoke to find their chains broken, their minds empty, and their fortresses burning. Above, the night sky lit with a single transmission. You showed them our pain, now the galaxy will watch yours. Then came the fires that no one could ignore. Entire fleets disappeared mid-transit, their slipstream drives collapsing into singularities. Broadcast relays across the Empire screamed with hacked human signals. City defense grids turned inward, bombarding their own capitals. What began as rumor grew into dread. Humanity was back. The Empire gathered its strength at the world of Draxion Prime. 250,000 warships, the largest armada assembled since the conquest of Earth. The Regent promised the galaxy a second spectacle, the annihilation of the Ghost Fleet. Instead, the galaxy witnessed something else. From the void, 30,000 Terran warships emerged. Their hulls were seamless shadows, their engines silent, their weapons glowing with stolen suns. Singularity cannons tore battlecruisers apart in a single shot. AI-driven drone swarms cut through Imperial formations like razors. The battle was streamed across every channel, not by the Empire, by humans. Kalen Ward's face filled the skies, scarred but unbroken. You broadcast our death to humiliate us. You wanted the galaxy to cheer. Now you will cheer as your cities burn. For every life you paraded before the stars, 1,000 of yours will be taken. We are not broken, we are the nightmare you awakened. World after world fell, and humanity made sure the galaxy saw every moment. The same networks once forced to display human suffering now carried the screams of imperial governors, the destruction of their fleets, the crumbling of their throne worlds. Every broadcast was war theater. Every broadcast was vengeance. At the siege of Kadros, the Empire's nobles were rounded into their own arenas, forced to face the same beasts they had unleashed on human captives. The galaxy watched again, but this time, the laughter was gone. The cheering had turned to silence, and then to fear, because the broadcasts didn't stop. Every world, every system, every citizen saw what humans became. They weren't rebels. They weren't survivors. They were wrath given form, and they wanted everyone to remember it at last. The Regent was captured, bound in chains, dragged to the shattered ruins of his throne world. He was forced to watch endless loops of the original broadcast. The children executed, the soldiers tortured, the innocents slaughtered. His crimes replayed not as triumph but as accusation, and when judgment came, it was not swift. Humanity gave him the same mercy he had given them. The galaxy did not turn away. They could not. Humans forced them to see, to remember, to know. The broadcast of death that was meant to erase humanity had instead transformed it into legend. When the smoke cleared, the Empire was no more. Its fleets were wreckage drifting in cold space. Its throne world was ash, and at the heart of the galaxy, a new truth spread on every channel. Humanity was no longer prey. Humanity was no longer victim. Humanity was the nightmare that haunted the stars. The broadcast of death, where had not killed humanity, it had reborn them as vengeance, and the galaxy would never forget.